Okay, another day working on the 52, possibly soon to be a 51 Ford, maybe. We'll talk about that later, or in a week or so. Working on the hood. This is the hood we're going to use, and it's because it's in very good shape except for a couple rust holes there, and then this is tin canny here. This is a 48 to 50 hood. You can see by the bigger openings. This is the original hood. See by those, but this one's dented, warped. It's bent. It's been bent where the hinges bolt up, so we're not going to even worry about that. We're not too worried about that. This is an older hood, but and to fix this tin canning, what I'm going to do is pull this brace off of the old one and somehow weld it, or not weld it completely in, but put it in right here, right where it's tin canning, because they all seem to be, when they flex there a lot when you open the hood. So I'm going to stiffen that. And this one has a couple just little feet that are spot welded. I'll probably do the same thing, so I won't have it directly touching that, and I might have a foot right in the center. First thing is I'm going to cut that one out. And use parts of it.
Pretty good on this side, Chris.
Okay.
Looks pretty good.
Success on that side. There we go. That side's loose now. It's just bracket there, it's spot welded there and there. So Okay, so I got these all cleaned, all the brackets. There's this crap load of spot welds to get all the little bracketry off. Originally I was going to put them in like that, and there's the original brace, but then you see it from the outside. And then I had the idea of cutting it back further and then going underneath the molding and spot welding it, then risking warping the sheet mount there. So I came up with another plan. I'm going to put the camera down and show you that. I'm going to go straight up the center. That piece will be like that. Cut that off there. And I'll use the other, I cut it in half, so the other half will attach there and go on, attach to here, either bolt and weld. And I'll put little pads underneath here to stop it from rusting, and that way there's just welding there and up there. So that's plan B right now. And Derek's just working on some steam engine stuff on the lathe. That's the noise you're hearing. So I'm gonna cut these down a little, cut these a little bit more, and try and see what I can make out of it. Might just decide to make something from scratch too. We'll see. This is the hood we're going to use. As you can see, if you get a good shot about this, this is a hood from I think a 48 to 50 possibly.
I don't know, ask Kevin.
This hood did come off a 52, but not this 52, but it's going back on the 52, and someone modified it significantly to put
That little gem on.
that. So we're trying to fix their not too good fixes. So as you can see, they've pulled out some holes and welded up some other holes.
A lot of shenanigans, eh?
Yes.
Oh yeah, a lot of broken studs right there, and there, and
We're gonna have to
there,
fix all those.
there. A lot of shenanigans. Exciting.
It just it depends on where you can put that.
Pathetic.
What I'm gonna do is mark it and I can get
Ha!
it where it's good for you.
Hey, so we're working on the 52 Ford hood. Well, it's actually a 48 hood, but it's going on the 52. As we said before, it's got a tin can effect. We could start heating and try and shrink it, get that out of there, but I wanted to put an extra brace in there to prevent it from flexing, because they flex. I think all of them sort of flex a lot there. So what we decided to do, I cut out this bracing out of a damaged hood. So what we're going to do is take our trusty garage door gasket. That's going to be my rubber gasket. Going to weld that onto this panel. I pre-painted it just with some good chassis rust paint, and I put a new seal, so that's done. And we also painted underneath the rubber here to seal the rust. And then that will just get tacked together there. That will get tacked to there, and notice it's up right now, but when you push down on it, it gets rid of that tin canning. So that should brace that up quite nicely. So we're just going to start with that end, tack that onto there, and then work our way back. And it's even got a rubber bumper there, and that's going to help support the brace and the hood. So that was my quick and easy way of supporting this hood originally. Originally I was going to cut this brace and put another brace here, but that became complicated with the side openings. It would have looked crappy, you would have seen it. So I decided to go this way, and it seems to work okay in theory. So we'll weld it on, and we'll show you the aftermath. See if it burnt down the garage. Hey, welding's all done. So it's in there. It did exactly what we wanted it to. It stiffened in this up. No more tin canning. We're actually thinking when we flipped it over, it's slightly low here. We might be able to just get away with it, but we're actually thinking about jamming sheet metal just under here, just to push that out a little bit more, because it is just slightly low there, and prevent that tin canning. It's not. We don't have to. It's flush right there. So, but we could put a couple little feet right underneath this brace, and that would get rid of that as well. Just more things to stiffen up this hood, the better, because that's what basically all these hinges, they're always loose, and if we stiffen up the hood as much as possible and rebuild the hinges, it's just going to make it for a better truck, less problems down the road. So we may do that, but right now I think we're going to flip it over, and Derek's going to start smucking it with Bondo. Yeah, and getting this thing ready. This just needs to get ground down a little bit and sprayed with Pour 15, I think we're going to use on it, on the inside. So that's, and then we just got a brand new rubber to go on gasket for there. We still got to put on, but the hood's a big open wide piece of sheet metal, and we need to get that thing pretty straight for the truck to look good. So we're gonna smuck it and high build it and block sand it probably twice, so to get it looking good. So the rest of the truck is good, so we can't skimp out on this. So thank you, and we'll see you in a bit. Hey, Derek's just putting Bondo on, and since it's a huge panel, and we're basically putting Bondo the whole top, because that's what you have to do to get these things, get a nice show car finish. But he's just mixing it right on the panel. Yes, you can do that. You've seen other people do it. If you're putting Bondo over like a primer, maybe not, because you'll scrape the primer down, but this is bare metal, so he's just mixing it right on the panel. That's what he did with all this. And we'll still have to do all this because it's got it's very pitted. This hood sat outside, and it had moss growing on it in a bunch of places, and the moss held the water and pitted the so we got all the rust that we could out of it. And yeah, now it's just a matter of smoothing it. 90% of this stuff will come off, as you guys know, but you can't just put it in the dents and expect it to be a smooth hood. You have to Bondo the whole thing and then start blocking it out. It takes a lot of time.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. And there's a little update on the truck. An electric fan. Since the we probably could have got away with a mechanical fan, but then it would be right at the bottom, and we'd have to put a small one because it might have interfered with the transmission lines. So we went with electric fan, and also installed some little Bondo dust, but a couple horns there, they're very loud. They're not no horn from a Honda, that's for sure. Did some modifications to this bracket, this kickdown bracket, because the adjustment wasn't long enough, so we had to weld on an extension piece to get it adjusted correctly. So that's all done. Still need a few things. I got to put the proper wires on it. We got brand new wires we got to go on it, and some holders. A few little odds and ends. This is the brake booster that's underneath the cab. We decided I'm gonna switch out the rubber, just put a steel line and rubber on the ends so it doesn't collapse. I don't know if it will, but we're going to do that. So, if you like Bondo work, well, that's what we're doing. Trying to get this hood as straight and smooth as possible. As you can see, that's a 48, I think 50 or 48 to 49, I'm not sure. But it's the better of the ones we had, and the one that came with this truck was missing all the side trim and all the front trim, so we went with this one. We're going to make it look like a 51 or 52 because we have the 51 or 52 emblem piece up front. But if you like this video, please share, comment, subscribe. They're still free, so as Corey says. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video.